Hello my fellow Welt lovers. So, Cyrene'S drip marketing just dropped, and oh my god, she's already shaping up to be way more busted than people are giving her credit for. Like, we all knew Hoyo wasn't just going to throw her in as some generic ice remembrance support and call it a day, right? But after going through literally everything that has leaked or been teased about her kit, it's starting to look like she's about to redefine how people build their teams in Honkai Star Rail. And yes, before we get too deep, I'm still coping and seething that she isn't already on my account, because why does November feel like a century away? But fine, I'll keep my wallet safe until 3.7 drops, even though my tickets are already trembling in fear. Topping up in Genshin or Star Rail can get expensive, and let's be honest, we've all seen those in-game prices and wished they were just a bit lower. Well, that's exactly what LD Shop is here for. This is LD Shop, the official top-up platform developed by the LD Player Emulator Group. It lets you top up your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Star Rail at huge discounts, up to 23% off or more. And yeah, it's super easy to use. All you need is your server and UID, and your top-up will show up in-game within just a few minutes. It's safe, reliable, and used by thousands of players. You can even compare prices, for example, something like the Supply Pass or a 6480 Stellar Jade Bundle. It's way cheaper here than in-game. If you register using my link, you'll get a 15% off coupon and an extra 5% off coupon, which can save you up to $50 on your first top-ups. Plus, LD Shop gives you the same first top-up bonus you get in-game, so you're not missing out on anything. And if you're planning to spend more, here's a bonus. If you spend over $80, you'll unlock VIP status, which gives you a free supply pass and more perks. So if you're looking to save while still getting everything you normally would in-game, just use the link in the description and get Cerydra while saving more. Now, let's get the obvious out of the way. Cyrene is an ice element character who follows the path of remembrance. That alone had people scratching their heads at first because everyone immediately assumes, oh, another freeze bot? Or, okay, niche CC character for the one enemy weak to ice, got it. But nah, this girl is cooking something completely different. Early leaks were all over the place, with people swearing she was going to be locked into some hyper-niche Evernight comp, but that's honestly misinformation central. Once you break down her kit, you realize she's not niche at all. She's cracked beyond belief. And yeah, I'll admit, when I first saw her design, I was blinded by pure simp energy. She looks way too elegant for me to not instantly throw all my savings at her banner. But then, when I read through her abilities, yeah, I realized this isn't just a case of pretty unit weak kit. This is a top-tier 5-star support in the making. Okay, so let's talk about the juicy core of her kit. Energy manipulation. If you've been around Honkai Star Rail for a while, you already know that energy manipulation is one of the most busted mechanics in the game. It's universal. Doesn't matter if you're DPS, healer, or support. Everybody in this game needs energy to ULT, and ultimates are literally the bread and butter of the whole system. You can see it in characters like Sunday. He's still meta to this day purely because he slaps extra energy into one ally. Now imagine a shiny, modern 5-star who doesn't just feed one person but feeds your entire team with energy. That's Cyrene. Every time she uses her abilities, she pumps out energy to the whole squad. Not just one lucky carry, not just a gimmick, literally everyone. Do you realize how insane that is? She's like a universal battery strapped to every team comp you could think of. Think about characters with massive ULT costs like Huohua, or the more recent 5-stars whose ultimates drain your energy reserves faster than gacha banners drain wallets. They're about to eat good. A modern 5-star support like Cyrene, who consistently tops them off, is basically the dream. I don't even care if she ends up giving just a moderate amount of energy, it's still busted. Because unlike single-target batteries, you're not pigeonholed into funneling everything into one hypercarry. She makes the whole squad smoother. Everyone is ulting faster, everyone's rotations are cleaner, everyone is vibing. And this is just her baseline mechanic, not even counting her ultimate. Speaking of ultimates, hers is where things get seriously spicy. It's not just a normal press button, get buff ultimate. No, it's got this unique twist where her ultimate charges not only through the usual methods, getting energy from abilities, taking hits, etc., but also directly from your teammates' ultimates. That's right. When your allies ULT, they're funneling extra charge into Cyrene's ultimate. So, what happens? You create this perfect, endless loop where she feeds energy into the team ults more, their ultimates charge her ULT, and then she ults again to tie the rotation together. It's this ridiculous synergy machine that just snowballs out of control. Like, tell me how that snitch. That's universal crackhead design right there. Now, I'll be real with you. Details on what her ultimate actually does once it's active are still fuzzy. We know it has some kind of true damage effect tied to it, but the exact buffs she'll provide remain hidden in the shadows. But even if all it did was add that true damage, the energy synergy alone makes it god tier. And honestly, I kind of respect Hoyo for keeping some mystery here, because they know players are already losing their minds over the loop potential. Imagine when we finally learn the full buff package she brings. I'm betting it's going to be something wild, like party-wide offensive buffs or extra scaling damage during uptime. Now, let's hit the team synergy angle because that's where people have been throwing the word niche around without thinking. The truth is, Cyrene works with everyone. Literally everyone. If you've got an ultimate, you benefit from her. That's 99% of the roster. Sure, she's going to have extra synergy with units who have high-cost ultimates like Jinglu, Danheng Il, or any future monster DPS with a chunky ULT cost. But her best comp at launch, according to current calculations, is actually going to be the Castorice/Evernight team. And yeah, I know some of you are confused. Castorice doesn't even use energy, so why would Cyrene shine there? The answer is simple. That team spams ultimates at a pace no other comp can match. It's non-stop fireworks, and every single one of those ultimates is feeding extra charge into Cyrene's ULT, which keeps the whole loop alive. Even though Castorice herself isn't feeding off her battery mechanic, the rest of the team creates this beautiful symbiotic cycle where Cyrene thrives. Another fun detail is that her first ultimate in battle is apparently the most important one. If you can turbocharge her into ulting early, the rest of the rotation flows smoother, and she maintains momentum throughout the fight. That means her early game energy setup actually matters a lot, and that's where her synergy with ULT spamming teams becomes even more valuable. Once you get over that initial hump, it's pure rotation bliss. So, to recap, Cyrene is Ice, Remembrance. Banner drops first half of 3.7 on November 5th, November 4th for America servers, and she's coming in swinging with full team energy manipulation, a self-sustaining ultimate loop mechanic, and synergy that makes her universally usable while still having top-tier comps where she's straight up busted. She's not situational. She's about to be one of the most universally insane supports we've seen. Honestly, I can't stress this enough. Don't sleep on her. If you're still unsure about pulling, take the time to farm and prep resources now, because this is the kind of character who will age like fine wine. Just like how Gallagher is still relevant patches later, Cyrene is going to be one of those units you look back on and say, yeah, she carried my account for months. And listen, if you made it this far into the video, first of all, I love you, you're the real MVP. Second, I need to know, what do you think about Cyrene's design? Are you as down bad for her drip as I am? Because I'll admit, I am 100% glazing. Her kit, her design, her banner timing, it's like Hoyo specifically cooked her up to make my account cry and my heart happy at the same time. Let me know in the comments whether you're saving, skipping, or already throwing credit cards at the screen. Anyway, that's everything we know about Cyrene so far. Remember, her kit is still based on early leaks and testing, so the numbers and details could change, but the core mechanics? Those are solid. Energy manipulation, team-wide support, ultimate loop mechanics, those aren't going anywhere. So yeah, she's looking broken. Take this info with a grain of salt, but maybe also take it with a calculator and some pre-farming because your account will thank you later. Until next time, my fellow Welt lovers, I'll see you in the next one.